Welcome back into Victoria's Tarot. Today we're going to take a look into the Savannah Soto case. I believe that's how you pronounce her last name. I apologize if I am chopping it up. So I guess the first question I want to ask the tarot is, how did Savannah end up deceased? How did Savannah end up deceased? What led up to this tragedy? To think that someone could do this to a whole pregnant woman is like, it's beyond me. It's beyond me. Savannah Soto, what led up to this tragedy? First card out, the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. So that Six of Pentacles in reverse tells us about, it could be an unpaid debt. It could be one-sided charity. It could be selfishness. We have the Nine of Wands in the upright, which tells us about someone being wounded. It could talk about ongoing battles, something that's been going on. We have the Seven of Swords in the reverse. The Seven of Swords in the reverse tells us about keeping secrets. It tells us about getting caught. The outcome for her was getting caught. This was something that was ongoing. And I feel like the Six of Pentacles is telling us about something that has to do with money. And that would tell us about an unpaid debt. So I don't know if this is her debt or the baby father's debt. It's that Wheel of Fortune cycles. And the Ace of Swords. This is the mental clarity, the new ideas, the truth. We have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, which tells us about the unstable energy. The Judgment in the reverse, which tells us about someone ignoring the call, basically. So I feel like this is something that was ongoing, an issue about one of these energies, whether it's her or the baby father, somebody being unstable. This is something that was ongoing in their relationship. We have the Seven of Pentacles here in the upright, which tells us about seeds being planted or rewards. And then we have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, which tells us about a lack of progress and bad news. So whatever it is they thought they were getting out of this, it didn't turn out the way they wanted. They ended up getting caught, as you can see here, with that Seven of Swords in the reverse. Let's get some more clarity into these messages. What else would you like to share, Savannah? What else would you like to share about this tragedy? We have the Emperor in the reverse. That tells us about a father figure. For me, that's a boyfriend card. As I look at the Emperor as a girlfriend card, a victim card. So he's a victim, obviously, now, too. But we have the Emperor here, this father figure in the reverse, which tells us about being controlling and being a bully. We have the Knight of Wands coming up in the reverse, which tells us about that scattered energy. Energy all over the place. So this is giving her baby father. This is giving her energy. This is the soul line. Then we have the King of Pentacles. This talks about the money man, this wealthy man, this businessman. So I don't know if she was bullied into the situation she was into, but she's showing this father figure being controlling and being a bully. And meanwhile, she's scattered all over the place. So whatever the cycle is they were trying to break, it ended up with them being caught and losing their life. The Four of Swords in the reverse tells us about being in danger and burnt out energy. There you have it. We have the Ace of Pentacles coming up here in the reverse, which tells us about a lost opportunity, a lack of planning. So I feel like in some type of way, this father figure, he wasn't prepared for this, whatever this was new coming, which is the baby, I believe. There's nobody, he's not prepared. He wasn't prepared. Six of Swords. Wasn't prepared, burnt out energy at the end of the ropes, and then they tried to run. There's him and her right there in the vehicle, trying to flee, to get away from the situation. Three of Pentacles in the upright tells us about the teamwork. So I don't know if somebody else is involved with this situation besides the two victims and the person or persons that did this, but I'm seeing teamwork, somebody helping them get to a certain point. We have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, which talks about misdirected activities, doing things out of the ordinary. We have the High Priestess coming out in the reverse, which tells us about the secrets or the silence, being silent. So whoever this money man is, he's not talking about anything, right? And this energy is all based off of Savannah's energy, what led up to this tragedy. And her energy is given baby daddy had some issues here in the past. And eventually it ran him down mentally, physically. However, it ran him down. They ended up running. And then they ended up getting caught. Bottom of the deck is the Five of Pentacles, which tells us about a recovery. And we know, of course, she's letting me know she was recovered. And on top of that, it was during a vulnerable time. So I don't know if she was in labor at this time, if that was the reason she was out on the road and found and caught up and caught. But she's showing her being recovered, and it was in a vulnerable time. So that's what I have for Savannah Soto. Like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next video.